Good morning. We're on Tuesday, September 27th. It's the usual morning bedhead tip of the day. I wanted to revisit, I'm sure that this has been mentioned before, but I wanted to revisit water and hydration. Um, some new things came to my attention, which is always interesting since I've been doing this for such a long time. Um, First of all, I read an article about a person who drank a gallon of water a day, which at one point, when I was more competing as an aesthetic athlete, strictly just for physique, I used to drink close to 2 gallons of water a day. So I do know what the person went through, and even had a more extreme version of the habit. Um, so the person found really only beneficial things from it. So, the one thing that came to my attention, which might be interesting to you, is we had always had a rule of removing any beverage other than water in our water measurement. Meaning, if it was caffeinated, if it was a energy drink, anything like that, if it were carbonated, all of those things would take away. We would not count it as water, and we might even consider it dehydrating. Our habit was to consider um, caffeine dehydrating. Now, it is true that you are not receiving quite the full hydration value from water when it is caffeinated, but it is nearly as hydrating. So there's one myth that falls in the favor of those of you who enjoy your cups of coffee or tea throughout the day. Along with that, caffeine is actually has many benefits in uh, as it relates to exercise. Um, a better metabolism of fat and more better movement of fatty acids and breaking down of subcutaneous fat are all benefits of caffeine, as well as the energy boost you may get from it. Um, what will a gallon of water do? In this article, they stated as a matter of fact, and I've heard varying numbers on it, a gallon of water will expend 400 calories for you during the course of a day. Now, a gallon sounds like a ton of water, and or you might already drink water, and you might be pretty certain you drink a gallon of water. If you haven't done it, if you haven't measured it, my guess is you haven't really drank a gallon of water yet. I know lots of people who take a 32 ounce bottle and they work on it throughout the day, and they're certain that they've refilled it 4 times, 5 times, and things like that. It's almost never the case. Um, Truly measure out the gallon, and what you'll get from that is these benefits that I'm talking about. So the number one benefit is usage of 400 calories, a free 400 calories for the day. Um, so you know you match that with clean eating and your normal good diet habits or successful eating habits, and suddenly you have extraordinarily good eating habits, and it will suddenly take you to a point where um, you are going from moving towards results in a quick fashion to an extremely quick fashion, or uh, a much more accelerated fashion. Um, the other benefits the person talked about, and it makes perfect sense, is you have to remember that synaptic in function. Um, the messages our body is sending through nerves to muscles, through the brain. Those are all electrical reactions. So if you're better hydrated, synaptic reactions simply happen better. So the person was mentioning that they felt more sort of mentally acute, um, which makes sense. And they also felt like their body responded better and more quickly, which makes sense as well. Water is one of the best conductors of electricity there is. So if you're relying on synaptic reactions, the more water in your body, the better that's going to happen. Water uh, always will serve to reduce inflammation in the body. So if you're managing soreness or you're managing joint discomfort or um, injuries, degenerative joint disease, anything that is accompanied with inflammation, drinking more water will help manage and reduce that. So you want to take advantage of that value of water. Um, and also, you'll just feel a little bit better through the day. The one setback is going to the bathroom a couple of times more often. I always tell people that this is not something that lasts forever. A gallon of water is not an absurd amount of water or too much water for the body. It's not even close to too much water for the body. So if you're not accustomed to drinking a gallon of water, yeah, you're going to go to the bathroom a couple of more times throughout the day. That's a fact. So if you're a person, and my primary client is over 40, about 45 years of age is my average client right now. So they might go to the bathroom a little bit more often than they used to. If they suddenly are drinking a gallon of water today, a day, compared to, maybe only drinking 60 ounces before, or perhaps as low as 20 ounces or almost none, yeah, you're going to have to be careful with long car drives, and you will be making more trips to the bathroom initially. As your body adapts to having that water in your system, it will affect you less. You will go to the bathroom less, and you'll pretty much work into a normal phase. It won't be waking you up overnight or anything like that. So I will go back to telling you what I tell clients all the time. Drinking water is the best free gift anybody with fitness goals can get. So don't take your word, don't take your own word for it. Don't guess it. Measure it. Make it exact. Use a whole gallon bottle, like you'll see people at the gym doing. Be sure that you are eliminating a whole gallon. And that's how you're going to get these benefits that I'm talking about. On the cautionary side, for your fizzy stuff, distilled water, there's nothing wrong with that. Only carbonations that use phosphoric acid are ones that are negative to health and negative to hydration. So anything else goes. So, yeah, I think that's it. So, make today the first day, and start drinking a gallon of water a day, and the 400 calories is a big impact player in anybody's fitness plan. If you're suddenly expending 400 more calories a day. So good luck with that. For the rest of the fitness day, we'll be having our morning bedhead circuit, our smart circuit. Today's focus will be on full body with strong chest, core, and glute and quadricep focus. So you have that to look forward to. I'll see you guys in a little while. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment, so I know how to improve the content. And if you are hearing differing opinions, give me the chance to discuss them with you. Um, I always seek out good sources of information, and I'm going to try and make annotations when there is a scientific study or article associated with something I'm speaking of, specifically, and not just going on general knowledge. Um, but I only know that if you're speaking to me. Also, the struggles that you're having with the workouts, or modifications that may or may not work for you, I can only change those if you share the information with me. So please make sure to give me feedback on the workouts, on how you're doing, and what we can do to change it and make you more successful with what you're doing. So have a great fitness day, and I'll see you in a workout soon.